The ingredients for this recipe: 500 grams of chicken breast, 100 grams of tikka paste, 40 grams of ghee, 150 grams of quartered onions, 20 grams of fresh root ginger, 10 grams of fresh coriander, 3 garlic cloves, 2 fresh green chillies, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of ground cumin, 2 teaspoons of ground coriander, half a teaspoon of ground turmeric, 100 grams of water, 70 grams of tomato puree and 500 grams of single cream. Hello, welcome back to Cooking with Chris. This week I'm doing one of the nation's favourites. It's called buttered chicken. It's a great dish, quite a few ingredients, but let's go ahead and we'll cook this on the Thermomix TM6 and I'm sure you'll enjoy the results as much as I will. See you soon. First thing I'm going to do is to select the function where I can weigh things. So if we just swipe across here and go down and we push this button here on scales, and that now gives me the function to weigh. Now what I'm going to do is put an empty bowl on the top and you'll see that that goes up there. So we push the tare button which brings it down to 0. I now need to put 500 grams of chicken into here. And let's see what I've got there. 409, 492, 527, a little bit too much for the recipe. So take that piece out, 499, and that's where we need to be. Right, now I'll take that off of there, and now I'm going to add the tikka paste into this. So we put the paste into here. This is 100 grams of tikka paste, and then what I'll do, once I've mixed this in, I'll then cover it with cling film, put it into the fridge and marinate it. Now you can marinate this for as long as you like. You can either do it for a couple of hours or overnight. It just depends on what time you have available. And then once that's done, we'll go to the next stage. Right, now we come on to the next stage. So we've removed the bowl, set that aside in the fridge, and it's now been marinating for a few hours, and it's asking us to put in ghee. You can see the measuring has come up, and I'm putting in 36 grams of ghee. I don't want too much of that. And then the next thing is we put the measuring cup in, put the lid on, and then we're going to do this for 1 minute on the varoma setting at speed 1. Having done that, I now push the next button and it's asking me to put in 150 grams of onions. And once again, you can see that I have to push the tare button because I had the lid on, and I put those onions in and I've got 158, a little bit over. After that, it wants 20 grams of ginger in there. So this is ginger that I've already prepared, and put that back to the tare, and 21 grams of ginger. Then it needs fresh coriander. I'll put a little bit more coriander in there because I actually like it. And then I'm going to add 3 garlic cubes, and then 2 chillies cut in half. I haven't deseeded it because I like it a little bit spicier. And then we put the measuring cup on with the lid, and then what I'm going to do is cook this on speed 5, the varoma again, and that's going just for 10 seconds. the sides of the bowl, because with the action that it's just on, it cuts it all up and it spins it all up to the sides. Now we put the simmering basket on top of here rather than using this lid. So we'll take that off, put that on there, and then I'll grab a simmering basket, put it on top. There we are. That goes on here, and that allows the steam to come out because it's going to get quite hot. I'm going to cook that on Varoma setting, 5 minutes on speed 2. Right, you can see by this that that is really hot. And now what I need to do is add in the spice ingredients. What I've done is I've put all the spice ingredients together in one bowl rather than putting them in separately. So in there we have all these in. That's the salt, the ground cumin, and everything that we need. Now I'm going to put the lid back on with the cap, and this is now going to go on for 3 minutes on the Varoma setting, and that's going on to speed 2. Right, the next stage is we put in 100 grams of water. As I've taken the lid off, I've changed the weight, so I push the tear button and that then goes back to 0. So 100 grams of water. And then put the lid back on with the measuring cup, and then 5 minutes Varoma setting again onto speed 1. Right, the next thing that we do is we will add the chicken. So we take the lid off, and here's the chicken. I've had it covered in cling film. It's been in the fridge, and now I will put that into the mixing bowl. After that, we put in the tomato puree, which is 70 grams. And then I need 500 grams of single cream. Single cream, just a little bit thicker than milk, 18% fat. There we are. And now the lid goes back on with the measuring cup, and that will now cook for 20 minutes at 100 degrees on reverse stir. If you have a look there, that little symbol means it's reversing, it's going the opposite way to cutting, and that's to avoid destroying any of the chicken. That's it, it's done, it's ready to serve. So just take the lid off the mixing bowl, give this a stir, and that is ready for eating. There you are, lovely bit of butter chicken. Here we are, and this is the finished result. A lovely butter chicken, one of the nation's favourites. It's mild, but it's got a slight hint of chilli. And I really like the taste of this, slightly different from the korma. Anyway, try making this, I'm sure you'll like it. And I'll see you next time for the next video. Bye.